Hi, Ken Landgraf here, and I'm going to be working on the cover of a new issue of Angel Slayer. Now, he's a pretty rough-looking character. He's basically a demon, it looks like. He's got like a heavy mace, and I was told to do this in my own style, so I'm using like a lot of zipatone. And I wanted to create a more, besides horror, I wanted to create it supernatural, so I put these zipatones in. Okay, so let's do some inking on him. We'll look at his arm here. I'm leaving like white spaces to pop the veins out. He's got these medallions. I'm going to pop those out. The main thing with inking is you want to pop out things as you're inking them. So rather than just add a lot of detail, I'm working in black areas. And then we got his body showing through here. Long lines to short. And I'll work on his, he's got this cloak. I wanted to make it look raggedy and supernatural looking, so I'm putting in like this kind of choppy ink style. Almost like it's fur. And work on his armor here. And he's got like not very heavily used armor, like he's been in a lot of battles. So I don't want to make this just like a shiny thing. I want to make it look like he's been through a lot. So the armor's bashed in and stuff. And we got his mace over here. I use some light and shadow on it. A lot of the spikes here, I want them to look really cool, so I'm putting heavy shadows. Yeah, we'll throw a shadow from the mace onto some of them, see that? That means that it's behind the mace. And I got the craft tint zip up here, so I want to render that a little. And then we got his gloves. Well, it's not his gloves, it's armor on his hand. So I want to blend that in with the zip. This guy can't get enough of these spikes. And I'm going to work some more black, pop his head out. And I'm using a whole different approach than the comic book itself. The comic book has like an Albrecht Dürer engraving look to it. Very heavy metal, death metal looking. And I'm doing more of a light and shadow thing here. And he's got skulls all over the place, which is cool. I'll work on his arm a little. Maybe I'll start out here by doing a few light and shadow spikes. Here's his forearm. And I'm just like going along here. It's pretty magical looking how the inking all works. Wherever possible, throw a shadow from a muscle to another muscle. That always looks great. So that's looking pretty good already. And I draw some blacks in here so we pop his arm out. It's got this armor, the sword. Sword here, I'm picking out a middle section and spinning the lines around it. I'm doing light and shadow. And again, I'm working in black because I want these body parts and armors to pop out. I don't want it to be like all one rendering style. Okay, so that's cool. As much as black as possible. Now I'm looking at his belt on his chest here. I'm going to throw a shadow under that. And work on his cloak. And a sword, I left kind of crooked lines on here for fun, to show that it's got an odd shape to it. I'm working on some shine effects. Again, I want that sword to look like it's been really used. Throw some blood on it. Drawing his ribs in. And once in a while I'll dip my brush into water too. So I want that ink to be like Frank Frazetta ink where it's just like flowing. Okay, we got his weapon here, the mace. And this works as long as you work the black in towards the bottom, then you can do any kind of rendering you want. And looking at the drapery here, I want to punch some parts of this out. So where it comes towards you, punch it out. And what also looks cool is you can put in some parts of the cloak here that are behind the other parts, just doing a silhouette of them. And I add another skull. Yeah, we'll work on his legs a little. He's got really powerful legs. I'm trying to draw a form here. See this? He's got like this Roman soldier type things on him. I don't know, put in some more black. He's got another weapon here. Okay, so that's it for today. Angel's Lair. It'll be worked on more later. Okay, Ken Landgraf signing off.